Have you ever pondered where in France would be the ideal areas to live? Never let anyone trick you into thinking it's Provence or Paris. From the well-known cities to the undiscovered treasures, we're exploring the country in this film. There are numerous reasons to consider relocating to France. Finding a place to live is necessary whether your plans include working, retiring, or studying in France. France, the third largest nation in Europe, has no shortage of places to camp. Its 18 regions, each having a unique way of life, make it difficult to choose which is the greatest area to live in France. Living overseas entails getting to know a completely different culture. This is frequently the main draw for increasing sticks. But sometimes we can't help but long for the comforts of home. Fortunately, there are plenty of sizable expat groups in France that are happy to provide that familiar touch for newcomers who are lonesome. In today's video, we will talk about the 10 best places to live in France, so make sure to watch the video till the end. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon, so you won't miss any future videos we upload. Number 10. Nice. Nice is a tiny paradise that is situated close to the Italian border between the mountains and the sea. One of the greatest places in France for foreigners to live is this diverse metropolis. There is always activity here, and the year-round temperature ranges from 18 to 25 degrees Celsius, 64 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. There are a ton of events and activities in this vibrant city all year long. You won't grow bored then, whether you enjoy music, art, or just traveling to new areas. Of course, there is also the food. It is very spectacular, with everything from delectable pastries to fresh fish. If you're not a foodie when you get here, you will definitely become one. But living expenses are really high. Even if it's less expensive than Paris, living there is nonetheless pricey. Overcoming the language barrier might also be difficult. It's not always simple to get by without knowing French, despite the fact that many people speak English. For foreigners who desire great weather all year long, Nice is the finest option. For foreigners who don't speak French and need to get to an international airport, Nice is not the place to go. Number 9. Bordeaux. One of the greatest places in France to reside, particularly for foreigners, is Bordeaux, which is well known for its fine wines and friendly locals. It is the capital of the Gironde region and is situated in southwest France. Even though the town is not near the sea, it is only an hour's drive to the beach. Furthermore, Bordeaux experiences year-round warm and pleasant weather. In terms of the city itself, there are many sights and activities to choose from. You won't get bored living here, with everything from wine tastings and festivals to museums and historical places. For the most part, Bordeaux is a friendly and safe city for foreigners. Like every place, Bordeaux has its drawbacks. Initially, there is a scarcity of housing in the city centre, and the flats that are available are either very old or incredibly small. Second, when it comes time to renew your visa, you may find life to be fairly slow-paced. Lastly, considering the town's small size, Bordeaux hosts a sizable number of tourists each year. For foreigners wishing to live in a small town and become fully immersed in French culture, Bordeaux is the ideal destination. Bordeaux is not a good place for foreigners who want to live in a big metropolis with lots of activity. Number 8. Annecy. Annecy is picture perfect, situated on the brink of a shimmering alpine lake in a setting straight out of a storybook. It makes sense why it's frequently referred to as the Venice of the Alps. But what's daily life like in Annecy itself? First of all, it's situated in the French Alps Haute-Savoie area. Therefore, Annecy might not be the best choice if you're seeking for a calm, rural French lifestyle. Because of its size and volume of visitors, it might occasionally feel crowded. It is also incredibly remote. The closest international airport is located in Switzerland, therefore international travel will cost a lot. However, Annecy boasts a thriving cultural scene with a plethora of annual festivals and events. It goes without saying that the breathtaking natural location is unmatched. For those who enjoy the great outdoors and the natural world, there are activities ranging from hiking and biking to skiing and swimming. For foreigners who enjoy an active lifestyle and don't mind being far from an international airport, Annecy is the ideal place to live. First-time foreigners who don't speak French should avoid Annecy. Number 7. Strasbourg. One of the best areas for foreigners to live in France is Strasbourg, the cultural and economic center of Alsace. It's a little, endearing town surrounded by breathtaking scenery and rich in history. Strasbourg is small, but it draws a lot of foreign visitors. This is mostly because of its location, affordable cost of living, and multicultural population. 4 major international airports are actually accessible in less than 2 hours. Additionally, English is frequently spoken in Strasbourg because it is one of the EU's capital cities. Of course, the Bas-Rhin prefecture is the next place you should travel to renew your visa. It's in the heart of downtown, and the staff is helpful and polite. But the weather isn't the best. However, life in Strasbourg won't let you down if you can manage it. The ideal city for foreigners in need of a vibrant community and easy access to outdoor activities is Strasbourg. Living in a major city is not what attracts foreigners to Strasbourg. Number 6. Montpellier. Montpellier is the unexplored treasure of the south of France. It is well known for its Mediterranean Sea vicinity, gorgeous architecture, and warm weather. In addition, living expenses are affordable when compared to other French cities. Montpellier boasts a diversified expat community and a sizable student population, which facilitates networking and social interaction. Its vast public transportation network and remarkably low crime rate are 2 more benefits. The bad news is that the weather isn't great. Winters are damp, chilly, and prolonged. To make matters worse, the warmer weather doesn't return until mid-June and disappears by September. There are also not many job opportunities. The majority involve hospitality or tourism, hence proficiency in French is required. But Montpellier is a terrific destination for expats seeking to live in a tranquil, secure town in the south. For foreigners who wish to reside in the south of France but dislike Marseille, Montpellier is the best option. First-time expats who don't speak French should avoid Montpellier. Number 5. Marseille. Marseille, sometimes known as the gateway to the Mediterranean, is a busy port city with a long history that dates back to the Roman Empire. Due to its beautiful seaside landscape, relaxed lifestyle, and sunny environment, it is a well-liked destination for expats these days. A strong feeling of community exists, and the diverse population is hospitable. You won't ever stick out as an expat, and it's easy to blend in. Marseille and its surroundings provide a plethora of activities as well. Chic stores and eateries abound in the Old Port, a historic area. Additionally, there are a ton of museums and annual cultural events. The ideal place for foreigners to reside in a busy city with nice weather is Marseille. Foreigners looking to live in a peaceful community shouldn't settle in Marseille. Number 4. Grenoble. Grenoble is a dynamic city that provides a singular fusion of city living with scenic surroundings. For foreigners who enjoy the great outdoors, it's ideal. There is a ton of work huge be done here. Summertime brings hikers to the trails, and winter brings skiers. A vibrant professional and student community resides in the city as well. For expats, it's an ideal multicultural setting that enriches their lives. The weather has benefits and drawbacks. Grenoble is the ideal place to live if you enjoy having 4 distinct seasons. Summers are hot and sunny, and winters are frigid and snowy. Living in Grenoble does provide certain difficulties though. Living here comes at a high cost. The cost of living has not decreased significantly from Lyon. Furthermore, it can be extremely overwhelming during the busiest travel season. Grenoble is a great place for foreigners who enjoy being outside and in nature. Foreigners who must live in a large metropolis should not reside in Grenoble. Number 3. Paris. Paris, the capital of France, is among the world's most visited places. Paris is a great option if you want to reside in a large city. It offers a wealth of cultural, culinary, and entertainment experiences. In addition, there are lots of gardens and parks where you may get away from the bustle of the city. And let's face it, Paris in the summer is the best. It is a pretty cosmopolitan city overall. You'll never feel alone since there will always be someone who understands you and shares your interests. However, the public transportation system is the greatest perk of living here. It has 2 significant international airports, is easily navigable, and has good transportation connections. And there's the bureaucracy, of course. The worst of it is in France. Compared to other cities on this list, Paris will require more time spent interacting with the administration. However, if you have the means and the patience to live in Paris, the benefits of doing so far exceed the drawbacks. For American expats, Paris is among the best cities in France. You'll find a kind and supportive community that will assist you in adjusting to your new life. For foreigners who want to live in a bustling city with lots to do, Paris is the ideal option. For foreigners looking for a peaceful, quiet city, Paris is not the place to reside. Number 2. Toulouse. Toulouse, often known as La Ville Rose, is a stunning city in southwest France. It is the departmental capital of Haute-Garonne and is renowned for its charming canals, pinkish-hued Spanish-style buildings, and exciting nightlife. Toulouse, the 4th biggest city in France, is a well-liked travel destination for foreigners. The weather is the main attraction. It experiences pleasant summers and moderate winters due to its temperate environment. Furthermore, living in Toulouse is less expensive than in several other large cities, such as Paris or Lyon. It is an excellent city for foreigners because of this, as well as its varied population and low crime rate. Living in Toulouse has many benefits, but there are a few drawbacks as well. The absence of English speakers is the most noticeable. It could be challenging to get a job or establish friends with locals if you don't know French. When you first arrive, getting around is challenging because the public transit system is not as good as it is in other parts of the nation. For foreigners seeking warm weather, easy access to the Alps, and a bustling metropolitan vibe, Toulouse is the ideal destination. For foreigners looking to live in a more central area, Toulouse is not the place to be. Number 1. Lyon. Lyon, the 3rd biggest city in France, is a significant economic center with lots of work prospects in industries like finance, technology, and pharmaceuticals. Actually, this is a major factor in the large number of foreign visitors to this area. It's not the only one, though. All things considered, Lyon is a bustling, multi-ethnic city with a wealth of activities. Numerous top-notch galleries, museums, and other cultural attractions are also present. Not to be overlooked is the atmosphere in the restaurant. This explains why Lyon is frequently referred to be France's culinary capital. With mild winters and beautiful summers, the year-round weather is also nice. The expense of life in Lyon is the primary drawback, though. Lyon is the 2nd most expensive city in France, against popular belief. And there's the traffic, of course. It's not as awful as Paris, but there are a lot of people in traffic, which can be overpowering. It would be intolerable during the busiest travel season if the Alps weren't just 1 hour distant. For foreigners who wish to reside in a large city but lack the funds to do so, Lyon is the greatest option. Foreigners hoping to live in a peaceful community should not move to Lyon. This brings us to the end of this video. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and sharing, so we can keep bringing more content like this. Also, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time!